It's nice to be back again with you all. I hope all of you are keeping safe. Today I'm going to do a reading comprehension from this book, Self-Learning and Assessment Kit Practice Papers. The question that I'm going to do is reading comprehension question number 7. And I also would love to share some of the techniques that we have already done but would be really useful to you. Before you answer any question, make sure that you read the instructions and then underline the keywords. Read the instruction twice. Read it once for general idea and then you read the questions. Read for specific information for the given questions in the second time. So make sure that you read the text twice when you get a reading comprehension question. In a reading comprehension, you will come across these types of questions. For an example, similar words or synonyms. Example, a word possess means have. And then you would also come across questions like finding what the pronoun refers to, a reference question, where the pronouns are bolded in your text and you have to find what those pronouns mean. Then yes/no questions. Example question, are there 5 vacancies in their institute? Let me take you to the text. Are there 5 vacancies in the institute? Of course, in the first line it says there are 5 vacancies in our institute. So the answer is yes. And then you will get multiple choice questions. Underline the correct answer. If you have all the qualifications, please post your resume. B, register online. C, call over. Let's find out the answer from the text. Age of current affairs and the age group of 18-25. Call over at the office of personal manager on 2nd May. So it does not say anywhere that you have to register or send your resume. So the answer is call over. This is how children do the comprehension activities. Comprehension ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඔයගලන්ට ලැබුණොත් මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න ටිකක් ඔයගලන්ට ලැබෙන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. Similar words ඒ කියන්නේ තේරුම ඒ වචනෙට හොයන්න ඕනේ. Reference question කියන්නේ pronoun එක bold කරලා තිබුණොත් ඒකට උත්තර හොයන්න තියෙනවා. Yes no questions. Yes no විතරක් උත්තරේට එන questions ඔයගලන්ට එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම දරුවනේ මේ underline කරන්න ප්‍රශ්න එන්න පුළුවන්. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு reading comprehension question கிடைச்சதா அந்த reading comprehension questionsல இந்த மாதிரி similar words ஒத்த கருத்துல சொற்களை தேடுவதற்கும் மற்றது reference question pronouns கொடுத்து அந்த pronouns யாரை எவரை எதனை குறிப்பிடுகிறது என்று கண்டுபிடிப்பதற்கும் yes no என்ற குறுகிய answers கொடுப்பதற்கும் மற்றது underline பண்றதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு comprehension questions O level exam க்கு வரலாம். Let's go through the question on page 7, test number 7. You have a passage. Now as I have given the instruction, first I will give you time to read the text. Sorry children, before that, read this passage and answer the question. That's the instruction. So read the instruction. Okay, now underline the keywords. Read the passage, answer the questions. Okay children, now the passage starts with my uncle who lived abroad. So I will give you few minutes for you to read the text for general purpose. Now read the questions. Almost all the questions here are the underlining questions, multiple choice questions. Let's go through the answers. The first one, the house which their uncle lived was. Now go through the passage, children. The house had no comfortable furniture. Many of the windows were broken and the roof leaked, making the whole house. So there, the answer is indirectly given, saying that it's an old house. They have not mentioned that they have fully furnished house, or it's a good house, or in a good condition. So the answer is automatically C, an old house. Question number 2. The writers didn't go to sleep because the answers are he didn't feel sleepy, he was afraid of his uncle's stories, he liked to listen to his uncle's stories, he wanted to read a book. Now children, see, I kept my eyes open hardly. They have never mentioned that he was feeling sleepy, though he was feeling sleepy, it says I kept my eyes open hardly. So the answer is C. First one, an old house. The second one is the writer didn't go to sleep because the answer is once again C. Question number 3, leaked means the roof is falling down, needed to be repaired, let the rain in, bad condition. As I have said earlier, you don't directly get the answers in this comprehension paragraph, but indirectly it has been stated. Now go through these lines. It sounds as if the roof had fallen in. Though he laughed it has already happened, right? They ran upstairs to check around and all the clouds were dusty, right? And a large part of the ceiling had collapsed, falling right onto the pillow of my bed. So that shows that leaked means answer is let the rain in. Question number 4, the opposite of distant. I have earlier mentioned that you will get similar meanings as well as opposite meanings. The opposite of distance is near. The last question is the writer escaped injury because he saved himself because the answer is down here. I was glad that in the last line, I was glad that I had stayed up late to listen to my uncle's stories. Otherwise, I would certainly have been seriously injured or perhaps killed. So the answer for the last one is he was late to bed. Okay children, that's question number 7 from page 7. Let's move on to the other question in the same book. That's question number 7 again on page 15. All these questions are multiple choice questions. Okay, the first one is, how old is Deborah when she was presented with a ring? It's a beautiful, interesting passage, children. So go through the passage as I have given the instruction. I needn't be repeating the instruction. You know what to do. You have to read for general purpose, then for read the questions, then read again for specific purpose. Let's do the questions, children. Now see, in the second line itself, it says Deborah who was 16 old at that time. Right? So the answer is directly given there. Answer is B, 16. Question number 2. Deborah lost her ring. Where did she lose it? Let's see. She removed it to wash her hands in the washroom but left forgetting to wear it. Forgetting means she has already left it. Where? In the washroom. So they have not given the washroom here in the answer, but indirectly they have said it's the restaurant. The answer is, children, Deborah at a restaurant. Okay, the question number 3, Sean died. That of course is directly given, children. Sean died in 2017. It is indicated in the passage itself. Question number 14, Deborah claimed the ring by showing her Photographs. It is indicated in the passage, children. It says, she was lucky enough to identify her lost ring and after showing photographs as a proof. So, the answer is photographs. The last one is, they have also bolded a small phrase for you to find the meaning. Shrugged it off means took it serious, thought it was important, was careful, didn't care at all. Now see, you have to go back to that line. Sean shrugged it off, saying that it was only a ring. It was just a ring. So it says didn't care at all. So the answer is D. I hope children you understand. This is very easy. Don't miss these questions. You can score 5 marks and it's very easy the way I have asked you to do. If you follow those instructions, it will be very easy for you to do. Children, let's go through the other comprehension question, which is in page 19. As in the same procedure, you read the passage for general purpose, read the instruction, underline the keywords, and now let's answer the questions with me. The first question is, where did Kelly run to? Where did Kelly run to? The answer is, now if you go through any reading, children, remember the answers will be in a sequence order. So, let's focus finding the answer. Kelly jumped out of bed, ran to her window. Where did Kelly run to? Ran to her window. You can also say just window, just it is the short answer. But if you are to write long answers, you should write to her window. Next question is, children, what time of the day was it? Now I told you earlier, certain answers will not be directly indicated. So let's find the answer. Read the first line. Kelly jumped out of bed, ran to the window and threw it open. Damp night air flooded the room. Damp, wet, night. So there it indicates the time period. So the answer is night. Next question is, who has left Kelly? Who has left Kelly? Now she is in a hurry to find where her loved horse is. Star was nowhere in sight, nowhere visible. Kelly hadn't really expected her to be, but she couldn't help looking. Okay. In this third line, see, she had lots of dreams about Star since the horse left her. So there it says the horse left her. So the answer is the horse. Next question is, what was the feeling that Kelly had? What was the feeling that Kelly had? So go through, when you go through, you can see the answer is, when you go through, when you read it, you will find out the answer is that someone is watching her from somewhere in the yard. You get it in the 4th paragraph, last line, that Kelly had that odd feeling that someone was watching her from somewhere in the yard. Then it too faded. So what was the feeling that Kelly had? That someone is watching her from somewhere in the yard. Next question is, children, who was she supposed to meet after? Who was she supposed to meet after? Who was she supposed to meet after? In the last line. Now see, according to sequences, we are coming down to the last line. There it says she was supposed to meet Josh and Amy at 5. So the answer is, children, Josh and Amy. Okay children, I hope I have done justice to these comprehension questions. And since you all are staying at home, I hope this book will be very useful. Please go through all the questions, and our video lessons will be very helpful. Go through the questions and do very well, and all the very best for your incoming O-level examination. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for watching me. Thank you very much.